acts only according to that maxim, whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Look closely. The beautiful may be small. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. Rules for happiness: something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. Two things fill the mind with ever-increasing wonder and awe. The more often and the more intensely the mind of thought is drawn to them: the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Whereas the beautiful is limited, the sublime is limitless, so that the mind in the presence of the sublime, attempting to imagine what it cannot, has pain in the failure, but pleasure in contemplating the immensity of the attempt. A categorical imperative would be one which represented an action as objectively necessary in itself, without reference to any other purpose. For peace to reign on earth, humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole first. Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made. Seek not the favor of the multitude. It is seldom got by honest and lawful means, but seek the testimony of few, and number not voices, but weigh them. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts that would normally have to be taught by another person. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. The step to competence is held to be very dangerous by the far greater portion of mankind. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Space and time are the framework within which the mind is constrained to construct its experience of reality. Thoughts without content are empty. Intuitions without concepts are blind. Have patience a while. Slanders are not long-lived. Truth is the child of time. Ere long she shall appear to vindicate thee. If the truth shall kill them, let them die. Man must be disciplined, for he is by nature raw and wild. Treat people as an end, and never as a means to an end. The light dove, in free flight cutting through the air, the resistance of which it feels, could get the idea that it could do even better in airless space. Likewise, Plato abandoned the world of the senses because it posed so many hindrances for the understanding, and dared to go beyond it on the wings of the ideas, in the empty space of pure understanding. How then is perfection to be sought? Wherein lies our hope? In education, and in nothing else. There is something splendid about innocence, but what is bad about it, in turn, is that it cannot protect itself very well and is easily seduced. The touchstone of everything that can be concluded as a law for a people lies in the question whether the people could have imposed such a law on itself. Enlightenment is man's emergence from his self-incurred immaturity. Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. Only the descent into the hell of self-knowledge can pave the way to godliness. An action, to have moral worth, must be done from duty. The people naturally adhere most to doctrines which demand the least self-exertion and the least use of their own reason, and which can best accommodate their duties to their inclinations. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. Nature is beautiful because it looks like art, and art can only be called beautiful if we are conscious of it as art, while yet it looks like nature. Without man and his potential for moral progress, the whole of reality would be a mere wilderness, a thing in vain, and have no final purpose. Dignity is a value that creates irreplaceability. By a lie, a man throws away and, as it were, annihilates his dignity as a man. Dare to know. Have the courage to use your own intelligence.